like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. 'Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm moving my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. Killing time, we got nowhere to be. You're sending messages I can't ignore. No contemplating, come here close to me. I'm bored at home, can't leave the house no more. But I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm losing my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart. You, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. Quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go!
He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5. Touchdown!
Woo!
Bada bing, bada boom! Get over here! Get out of here!
The real gypsy soul is in the house.
How y'all doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing real good.
So what's the matter? Your shoes on too tight or something? Let's have some action. Let's have some asses wiggling. I want some perfection.
Easter, everybody. Everybody, there you are. There's my volume. I was muted. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. Anybody here yet? I went ahead and grabbed a minute to go ahead and go live on Easter and tell everybody Happy Easter. All my children are grown except for Charlie, that is, and he doesn't like us. So just kidding. He's a teenager, 13, and we're not cool. We're not cool enough. So I thought I'd come live and see if anybody wants to chit chat and that sort of thing. Oh, and I got some, for those that aren't into my tarot cards, I got prayer cards. So if you ever want me to pull you a card, prayer card, tarot card, either one, let me know. What better time than Easter? I have a lot of subs, fans, friends that also have lost their children and write me from time to time. And so if you guys would like a prayer card anytime, let me know, and I'll pull you one. We'll pray together. Because losing a child is a hell on earth club that I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. So there you go to that. And when I was out picking the other day, I showed y'all guys this. I think I'm going to put it up behind me. Maybe used as a prop. Isn't this pretty? I know it's part of a costume, but I thought, isn't that pretty? To put photos in the middle of. So I might put that up for a spring. So I was going to come live the other day, and there was a lot of hootenanny going on in the streets. So I thought, what's the point? No one's going to come. Like now, there's 3 here, which is probably me, my husband, and the internet service. So that's okay, though. That's okay. Small crowds, that's all right. That's why I don't bother going live, because everybody's over somewhere watching some hootenanny going on, and I don't have hootenannies over here. I like to talk about real issues. I'm down one on my team, missing a child. It puts things in perspective. You let the bullshit go, and you count every single day as a blessing, and you don't want to blow it on bullcrap, especially bullcrap that doesn't even involve you. Right, but I do have to put a great big what in the heck, a WTF. Hey, voices, good to see you guys, Bob and Lori. Thank you again for your support and soap purchase. I appreciate that. I just took a shower with mine, and I was like, dang, they're right. This does smell good. I was like in there extra long. So yeah, I like homemade soap. It's a little extra. Hey, Coco, happy Easter to you. Thanks for coming. I understand you need to run. It's a holiday. I get it. Yeah, so I was like, what's the point going live when everybody's sitting back watching a hootenanny? And if they're not sitting back watching it, they're in a chat somewhere talking about it. So I thought, what's the point? There have been a lot of movement with the trials going on. I know that they have settled on a jury for the Lori Vallow Daybell case, which is the cult mom. I'm interested in watching that. If you've ever watched me and my conspiracy theory as far as Summer Wells goes, and my thoughts on Colorado City and his trips to Utah, I'm curious about, and maybe is he involved with Warren Jeffs and that cult, because they do hold white, blonde, blue-eyed children to a very high regard. So those are my thoughts and feelings on that situation. So I'm interested in watching this case. Let's see. Let me put this up here. After I want to say, okay, thank you. I'm feeling that way also, just in general. There's too much negativity. I am so over it. It's in circles. Ernie was right. He said, watch, it'll be a circle. And it's like, it was Benny, and then it was Ziggy, and then it was the Critters, and then it was what's their name at chasing what's their name at cracking cases, and then it was Ernie, and then it was Jimbo, and then Jamie, and then it was a Predator Hunter Nation. It was just like same song, different person. My mom used to say when I was younger, you're dating the same guy, he's just wearing different clothes. And this is the same situation. It's the same BS. They're just in different clothes on a different channel. And it's overdone, y'all. Y'all have beat this horse, beat this horse, beat this horse. Let's move on. Can we write some shows, guys? Let's help each other out, Let's write some really good shows. I mean, to me, we got some good content tonight. Where? And watching an argument and a hootenanny, and who can come up with the best, give me a break, y'all. We can do better than that. We're educated individuals over here, and we're acting like we're in a trailer park. No offense to those who lived in a trailer park. I have myself. I was part of a hootenanny at one time in my life when I was extremely young and immature. In my 20s, guys, I'm in my 50s. So I'm over here going and I'm watching, what's it called? Tales from the Dark Side. anything, anything besides this crap. I'm like watching The Hunt for Sasquatch. Anything but listening to people argue from their porch. And their porch, in my opinion, is their channel. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. If I'm stepping on toes, I'm sorry. But this is like low level drama. That's like soap operas that, never like made the cut. You know what I'm saying? These are like soap operas that like never made the cut. I think that Coco and I, if we got together, we could write some damn better material than this shit. SNL is coming up with better material than this crap, y'all. Come on, we've got to do better. Y'all can't tell me that Mama T is our content. Come on, with all the things that are going on in the world, the mass shootings, the war on drugs, the balloons coming over from China, getting sensitive information, and we're talking about Mama T's crack habit. We got to do better. And by the way, I'm like Betty Washam. I remember Betty giving her money way back when we were Tigers, way before the split, way before we ever left Ernie. She was giving her money back then. And back then, I thought that she was an underdog. I didn't know these people. This was all new to me. I was a newbie. And so every time that someone asked for money, Mama T would say under her breath, well, I need help with this. And I felt bad. I felt bad. I was saying, Ernie, Mama T needs help. Mama T needs help. I didn't know that she'd been doing this all along. I didn't know that. She sounded like an underdog that was doing all this running for Ernie. She getting this for him, getting that for him, making this call for him, making that call for him. And I thought, well, she needs help too. And I'm one of the ones that said, Ernie, don't forget Mama T, help her. I fell for it. Hey, Justice Jane, Mars House, good to see you. That's what we do on Voices now, is just random stuff. Anything to keep from talking about the same old. I cannot stay awake. No matter how much coffee, no matter how many naps, I can't stay awake for this same old drag, y'all. We are educated individuals. Can we not write a show? They did on Seinfeld about nothing. They said, let's write a show. What do you want to write a show about, George? Jerry said, about nothing. We're going to write a show about what just happens in the general course of our day. And that's going to be our show. And because there's so much interaction on a comedic level, just in the daily grind of life, that is a show, guys. Okay? I'm sorry, but I'm so sick. And then next week it's going to be Pootsy Butsies. Then the next week it's going to be Utsy Tootsies. And then the next week it's going to be Peachy Beachies. And then the next week it's going to be Bootsy Bootsies again. I mean, y'all, come on, Woo! I just had to get that off my chest. I invited Sarah to come on. I don't know where she's gone. I don't know what's gone with her. She's gone with the wind. There was a new kid on the block or someone back on the block, and she's, boom, out of here. So I don't know what her opinion is, but I do know from what I watched that she is one of the ones that was really taken advantage of by Mama T. And I was hoping to get her perspective of how that went and how she fell into the gee, I feel sorry for her. Because, when we followed her and became her mods, we really thought, this is a tough broad. This is someone I want to be a part of. She's loyal to Ernie. She gets the shit done. She's, like this. And I thought, this is someone who's strong. But, what happened? I don't know. She kicked us all because we're poor and brought in the rich bitches, I guess. I don't know. It's just kind of my perspective. We weren't able to help her monetarily. And so we were kicked to the curb for people that could. That is my perspective. So If Sarah decides to come join, it's a holiday. She's with her family. No pressure there. But I did want to give her the opportunity, not on her platform where she'll get attacked, where she could vent and give her perspective on all of that, because I do feel like she was taken advantage of, and we all know she's one of the sweetest people on the platform. So that really sucks when you see that happen to someone who didn't, call for it. They didn't ask for it. So I just wanted to give her perspective on that. Let me go back up here to she is better that's not content to me. Watching people argue, maybe I need to go read the definition of YouTube content, because I thought it was like, back in the day when it first started, and what was that guy's name, Johnny Knoxville, and he was skateboarding one day, and he was doing tricks one day, and he was playing pranks another day, and he was fooling his parents another day. That's content. And he was like going on location to places. That's content. Listening to people argue day in and day out from their porch, to me, is not content. To me, that's a dysfunctional family. I grew up in a dysfunctional family, and it's like nails screeching. And when you're having to mod for it, it's like, oh my God, are you serious? This again, the exact same thing. Day in, day out. It's the exact same thing. The guy just changes. I mean, to me, content is like, you go and you write a story, like a journalist. Take for instance, y'all can make fun of JLR if you want to. That's content. He's on his feet. He's going and writing his own shit. That's content in my book. Not listening to Molly Golightly argue with her, ex-friend that she had a week. I just had to. Sorry, y'all. Didn't even mean to preach, but it just came out naturally. I'm over it, y'all. We got to do better than this crap. We have got to do better than this crap. Let's just think of it this way. You have your own show for as many hours as you want. And back when you were a younger kid and you were watching, let's say, Michael J. Fox, okay? That was a good show. That was content. He's, 1 minute he's at his house and he's having interaction with his family or conflict with his family, and they work it out in a family meeting. Or then he's at his school and it's on location at a different place, and you see where he's somewhere. It's not looking at a black damn box. Someone, what the hell, y'all? Have we dummied down or what? We're not even looking at a person. We're just looking at a black box screaming. And we call that content? What? When y'all were watching TV, y'all are looking at a black box. What is wrong with y'all? Anybody want to come up? Anybody? I mean, I can't. I don't, what? Anybody want to come up? Anybody? I'm just saying that right about it goes in a circle. I mean, and y'all call that content? How's that content? And most of the time it probably is bullshit. How's that content? I want a definition of content. I want a definition right here. I'm going to freaking Google, because I can't say the F word anymore. I'm going to Google content. No, what? None of those. Pleased and satisfied. That's not pleased or satisfied. What do you mean when we say social media content? Social media content is pretty much anything you share on social media, whether it's text, update, photo, graphic, video, or link. Information within communication media. You know, this person isn't even famous. You know, I might would sit and listen to the Kardashians. I don't even do that. I'm not going to lie. I don't even do that. Never watch Kardashians. But I'll throw that out there because they're famous. But we're doing this with somebody we don't even know. Ain't missing a kid. Robbed us because we bent over and said, yeah, okay. I mean, that's content. Thank you, Justice Jane. This is what they call. You know, y'all can make fun of Rose all you want to, but she dances, she sings, she does a dog and pony. That's what we used to call it in sales, a dog and pony. Dun-dun-dun, you know, or karaoke, you know. But we're listening and chatting, ooh, and chatting about, we don't even get to see her. A black box arguing with another black box. What the hell has happened? Feature trucks or something. It is. Totally. It's trailer park. Why? I mean, let's just move to a trailer park. That's what y'all got to do. All right, y'all have dummied yourselves down to trailer park living is your entertainment. And y'all are paying for it. Well, just move to a trailer park. I'll pick one. I'll pick one for you. Stacy Tucker's trailer park down on 321 in South Gastonia. Go move in there. You'll have all the hootenanny you want. You'll even have homeless people laying up against your trailer. Ridiculous. Yeah, Family Ties. I love that show. Yep. An online panhandler, and they fell for it. Hey, Chaotic. Hey. I can't stand it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. You know, if we were paying for cable, however much it used to be, would y'all be happy with just sitting and watching a black box? You're paying for cable. Would y'all really be happy with that's what you're paying for? It's all about the money. I just can't believe that's what people want. I can't believe that we've dummied down this far. If it was made into a soap opera. Yeah, yes, caricatures. You know, like SNL, where they're walking in a room and they're actually interacting with each other. We get a black box. And she made how much? 35 grand? I mean, 3,500? It's ridiculousness, y'all. I'd rather go watch a football game. Video content is any content format features or includes video. Common forms of video content include vlogs, animated GIFs, live videos, customer support, and webinars. All I know is when I was young and I thought, oh wow, we can call each other and we'll be able to see each other. And y'all aren't jumping on the opportunity for that. I just don't get it. You know, I do not get that. I will never understand what you're paying for TV and you're not watching TV. I don't understand. It just seems, you know, going backwards, it seems. You know? I just had to vent that. I lived in a trailer park for 3 years and pretty much lived as a recluse to stay out of the drama. I did too, and unfortunately I was young and dumb and I was part of the drama. I did. We all got out there and hooping and hollering and hooping and hollering and calling the law and beating the shit and yeah. When I lived at Stacey Turkey's trailer park, no 321 South Gastonia. You know, and y'all are making a show out of that? Are y'all for real? I'm personally annoyed I pay so much for cable and streaming services and still have to deal with commercials. That's how we get paid, chaotic. Yeah. Hey, Mountain Girl. I hope you're doing better today. I've been thinking about you and your family. Having a kid. Not me either. But would you, if you were just getting to watch a black box, would you pay for that? They are. Whoever sent her money. They are. And if you notice, whenever she says, y'all, somebody come up here, somebody come up. When they come up here, she's gone. Like Nicolina said, she's off smoking her pipe. You know, everything's alleged. Let's put this there. Everything's alleged. Everything's alleged. Where is it? Yeah. She leaves. She used to do that to Sarah all the time. She'd just leave her there. Oh man. Just watch YouTube or stuff online. Yeah. I have, I'm a visual person, I guess. Part of my ADD. I don't know. Hopefully it's part of my intellect. I gotta watch some shit when I'm listening, or I'd fall asleep. I fall asleep. I don't care who you are. I got to see something. And even Southern Girl today, she lets you see the doggies. She lets you see the chickens. You're not sitting there, looking at a black box. So I'm getting to live vicariously through her. I get to be back on a farm, where I used to live on a farm. And I'm seeing all this through her. That's content, y'all. That's content. That is content. And nobody is making it rain over there. Nobody's making it rain over here. I can't get $5 for a pizza. But over there, let's give her thousands of dollars to look at her black box. And, I don't get it. I will never understand it. And like Southern Girl was saying, this should have been the end of her show. And there's still 200 in her chat. I got 14. Makes no sense. Talk about dumbing down America. I'm watching it right before my eyes. So I read a book, or something that's going to stimulate my brain after that. Hey, makes no sense. Yeah, we weren't happy with you talking about Beth yesterday, Kells Bells. That wasn't her, and she was at work, like 14-hour day shifts. So I don't know what that was all about, but she's a mod here and a very, very good friend of mine. So I hope y'all work that out. Your daughter's doing good. Come home on the 11th if ever. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That runs in my family, Mountain Girls, so I understand. I've lost quite a few family members to that, so I understand the panic. Migraines, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm praying for you. Really am. If you ever need to talk, let me know. Like I said, I've had a few family members that succumbed to that. Chaotic says, I don't think people like her know the difference between a video creator and a podcast. Either way, she has nothing relevant to say. Exactly. Like when they tried to have a show the other night that didn't include drama, and she was shooting from the hip about 80s music. What? I think she knew 2 singers. I don't think she knows how to write a show. And then when we do write a show, Chaotic, nobody comes. They want to watch that cheap hoot nanny at the trailer park. Help me understand that. So I've been taking like poll questions all week. Some WTF questions. Why are y'all watching this crap? I have no idea what is going on in the streets. I can't be everywhere and no one tells me anything. Well, You know, it's kind of like when you miss a week from General Hospital and you come back and they try to fill you in with their their sketch in the first 5 minutes. They try to like summary it up for you. Yeah, it's pretty much like General Hospital. Luke and Laura. Uh, it's, there's always going to be, you know, Luke and Laura. There's always going to be the Quartermains. So you didn't really miss anything. You missed a week, but you didn't miss a week. You didn't miss anything. It's the same thing, right? I'm adopting the ignorance is bliss attitude. Yeah, I just am scratching my. You know, want to know voices? Um, this scares me. And if this is Laura, I think that you have been writing about this on your community page, and I've been reading it because I am right there with you, with what I shared with you and Bob last night about my daughter. We don't have much more time left. And that's how y'all want to spend it? Are y'all for real? Um, the dummying us down right before an election, the getting us pulled into social media platforms and screwing our minds up with drama that has nothing to do with anything of real importance. It scares me because to me, that may be a political warfare that is sneaking in on us. Psyops. Thanks, Mars. My series does decent, but it's pre recorded. Lives do okay too, but it's more replays than live views. Either is okay with me because I prefer to be able to communicate with my live viewers. Yeah, the pre-records I post don't get viewed, no matter how much I share it or talk about it. Like when I went to Charlotte, or we went to the Gem Mountain. I had a viewer say that I was an underappreciated creator, and I thought, tell me about it. You know? These fools are over here watching this hoot nanny while they take off running out their flip flops to beat each other up over a crack rock they dropped. This is thought provoking stuff. I am moved mentally. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm not trying to like sound like a huge intellect or anything, but I hope I'm a little bit more intellectual than that. I can give you some tips on getting a bit more attention if you want. Just message me. Okay. Anyway, I'm just in awe of the whole psychology of it, you know, because you know that's kind of like when you're in sales, which I've always been in marketing, which this is, you're marketing yourself and you're selling yourself. This is my dog and pony. Um, what was I going to say? I was going to say, hey, Penny Positive, good to see you. A panhandle hoedown. I just hope to give you real content, you know, where I'm talking about real issues, where we're talking about existential things. Um, is there life after death? Is there, you know, um, you know, I don't know. Maybe people don't want to talk about heavy issues. Maybe they want to just sit and watch Jerry Springer all the time because life's too heavy as it is. And they don't want to look at the blue diamond. When I say that, I'm going to say that a lot. So understand what I mean when I say don't look at the blue diamond. It's a movie I watched called The Gift. And in this movie, a man is going to a tarot reader. And when he goes to the tarot reader, he confronts sexual abuse. And he realizes who his abuser was. It was his father. And he knew his abuser had a blue diamond on his belly button because when he looked up, he saw a blue diamond. And after his sexual abuse, he told himself, don't look at the blue diamond, don't look at the blue diamond. Paraphrasing or to replace, don't look at what happened to you. Don't confront it. Stay in denial. Okay, that's proverbially what the blue diamond means in his mind. Stay in denial. That didn't happen. That wasn't my dad. That didn't happen. Well, he discovers this going repeatedly to this fortune teller, tarot reader, and he realizes it was his father that was his sexual abuser. He goes to his house and he sets his father on fire with gasoline. He douses him and he sees the blue diamond on his dad's belly. And he realizes that that was his perpetrator, his predator. And so when I say it's almost like the world doesn't want to look at the blue diamond, I'm saying they're wanting to stay in denial about what is happening to us in the world, like the Cash App founder being murdered, those types of things. So we're staying in this tunnel vision of complete garbage TV so that we're not looking at what is going on because we don't feel like we have any control over it. Maybe that's, and we're getting ready to face another election. And with what happened in the last election, we don't feel like we have any control. So maybe that's why we're trying to stay in this tunnel vision of la la land. La la land. Maybe that's it. Have to adjust budget. I have very basic TV. It can go. I do Wi-Fi. Still need fax. Lines, separate services. You know where you can use those services is at the UPS store. I lived there when I was on the road salesman. It was called mailboxes, etc. back then. Dog and pony show is a term that which come to mean a highly promoted, often overstaged performance, presentation, or event designed to sway or convince a pen before playing. Well, to me, it was sort of like my tap dance. Do you want to buy my shaving cream? It's sort of like what I kind of think of a dog and pony show. You know, my act. You know, I mean, we are influencers, right? We are influencers. Yes, instead of facing the truth, exactly, Mars, we're in these chat rooms talking about bullshit. I mean, maybe we don't feel like we're in control of it. Now watch my numbers start to drop because I'm talking about the blue diamond. They don't want to talk about it. They want to talk about gossip. They want to talk. They want to talk about gossip. Here is a link if anybody wants to come and vent about any of that. That's exactly what I think, Mars. I think that we don't feel like we have control over it. So, and someone said, I won't say who, that they only come in YouTube. Hey, Jimmy, they only come on YouTube and follow us to kill time. I don't want to kill time. I don't have much more time left. 20 years probably, right? Because my mom died in her 70s and her mom in her 70s. So I'll probably make it to my 70s. I got 20 good ones to go. And do y'all want to know how fast 20 years went? A grandson. That went fast from first year to graduation. So imagine that right now. That's how fast it's going to go, and not as healthy. I'm going to be sicker and hurt more and not have the gumption I once had. So while I have my mind intact, I want to talk about the stuff that matters, you know? Nobody wants to come talk about that though. They want to talk about gossip. How's that going to help me in 20 years? Not a damn bit. No, you're not, October baby. No, you're not. You're beautiful. No time's a tick, and it's scary. That's what I keep saying. I don't have time to waste on that shit. You know, and I can lose weight and look good as hell, but I still only have 20 years left. I still only have 20 years left. That's it. That's it. Don't many more people make it past their 70s in 2023. They don't. So do we really want to waste what little bit of time we've got left talking about these idiots? I mean, I've left people like that, relationships like that, men like that, because it was a waste of my time here on earth, which is a gift. And you know, it's sad. It's like we've been dummied down. How are we contributing? How are we helping stop what's happening out there at the Blue Diamond? At some point in time, that Blue Diamond's going to knock on our door and we're going to have to look at it. I understand, October. I'm scared at 52. I wake up asking myself, do I have time to sleep? Because I only have so much more time. Should I be? I'll sleep when I'm dead and I get up. That's the truth. And that's why my friends get those late night messages that say, I love you. Because we are wasting our time in these stupid chat rooms and on these stupid channels listening to bullshit that doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this matters. You know, another thing that was good about Jamie's show today on Southern Girl, she talked about her daughter. And she shared pictures of her daughter. And I said, I go through that with mine. And she talked about her eating. I said, mine's picky just like that. And it made me feel like I'm not the only person in the world who goes through this every day with my child. And those are the moments that matter. That was content, in my opinion. Not arguing about Mama T. I couldn't give a shit. If she ripped y'all off, that's y'all's fault. We all warned you. You know? Betty tried to warn us way back when she left Ernie's. She told us then. You know? So, it's like, I mean, I follow you guys because y'all are my friends. And then someone says, don't come here to find a friendship. You'll get backstabbed. And what do you know? What do you know? Don't come here for a friendship. Okay, if I'm not coming here for a friendship, and I'm not coming here for real content, why am I here again? And why did my husband spend all this money on my equipment? If I'm not here for friendships, I'm not here to build allies with other women that have had their children murdered, or fathers, or, siblings. Why am I here again? Maybe I just need to leave the drama community because to me, it is a waste. And these 20 and 30-year-olds that are wasting their time in there, I want to say to themselves, go get your kid and go paint. Go get your kid and go to the park. Don't waste your time in here. This is bullshit. This is what you do when you're an invalid and you're stuck inside and you're on your deathbed and you got nothing else going for you. I mean, I could see why you would waste away here. What else? You ain't like you can plan a trip to the Bahamas. But to me, this isn't being a productive member of society and civilization. Yeah. Hopefully I've got a mod in here. The Den. Can you drop a link for Southern Girl? Yeah. No, she got up, she vented about how she felt about Mama T, and then she showed us some animals, and she told us a thing or two about those animals. And we weren't looking at a black box, we were looking at animals, and we were learning something. And she was talking about her child, and I understood. I felt like I'm not the only woman in the world going through this, and I can't tell you how many times I felt that way. And the Den, that's another good place to go to that doesn't have bullshit, where you can just listen to music and cut a rug, literally. The Den is another great one. Drop the Den's link, please. And Chaotic has a channel about true crime. She also has a spooky channel that isn't about this crap. So let's go to these channels, and leave Mama T the hell alone. I mean, if that's your thing, that's your thing. More power to you. But I don't get it. Yeah, I just don't get it. I've read more books than that to be titillating. Oh, okay. I think they've got it up there. Yeah, there it is. There's no. Oh yeah, Mountain Girl too. Yeah, I like those channels. And you're talking about your daughter and your cat, and sometimes you have food. Um, to me, that's more fellowship. Positive fellowship. If it's my time, I'm ready. The world is so crazy. I was given 24 hours to live in March 2019. God said, not today. Well, prayers to you, Penny Positive. That's awesome. Mars has a good channel. Yeah, all you guys in here. But I just don't get the people that are doing the clicks and the viewing and the throwing the money, the Den. I'm never going to understand why that is something someone wants to go to. I don't understand that. You're not learning anything. You're not, progressing in any way. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully we can talk about a lot of things in here, from shopping to politics to religion to spirituality to Barbie dolls. I mean, and tarot reading or the prayer cards that I bought. Um, Hopefully y'all see that. So, do you have a link? Yes, right here. She's got a couple of channels. I don't know. I'd rather go watch a makeup tutorial than hear that gravel, I don't know. I'm going to shut up. I can quit talking about it. Okay, there's some other things that talking an hour about this. I was going to go over that's on my community wall. And she's got 62. I got 13. I don't understand it. I don't care. I give up. I give up. I'm just gonna come do my channel, and my family watches me, and that's all that matters. Okay, so the Lori Vallow Daybell case starts Monday. They've already got their jury selected, and when they were trying to select jurors, one was dismissed because she said out loud, quote, "Holy shit, that's Lori Vallow." So she was dismissed. They said she was looking at her in a celebrity type way. Yeah. Yeah, she's got a spooky channel too. I love the spooky stuff. There's a couple of channels out like that. Yes, thank you very much. Not having all the drama in my life while dealing with this back issue has been good for my health a lot. Yeah, I've taken a break too. I've stepped back. I have to. I have to. You know, when it's people that you thought were your friends and allies, you got to take a step back and regroup and get your life in perspective, right? I've met some really great people on YouTube and have made some great friends. They say don't make your friends here; they'll backstab you. So I don't know what to say to that. I thought that I could come here and meet friends, and found out different. So good luck is all I gotta say. Yeah, I met Mars. Mars is great. Her whole family, a beautiful daughter. Beautiful daughter. Yeah, I love the paranormal stuff that Voices does. Some of the things people say on here would never say to someone's face. No. And when I first came here, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe it." Now I'm down to 9 now that she went live. Is that not crazy? They want to go watch the Hoot Nanny. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say. That kills me. I thought that people were like so mean. And then I realized, oh, they're paid trolls. They're paid to do this, to make your life hell. Yeah, I like the paranormal stuff they do too. JLR will be there on site in Idaho. You can say whatever you want to about JLR, but he pounds his feet. He pounds the pavement and goes there. And I'm your friend too, Chaotic. You know what I'm talking about. I hope I didn't just tangle these two necklaces. You have a beautiful family too. We totally enjoyed our limited time. Oh, me too. I'm your friend. Thank you, Dan. It's funny. It's all of us OGs, isn't it? We all came, the ones that are like loyal. We all came from the Tiger family, didn't we? I don't think anybody in here is from Nicolina's side or Benny's. Sorry, I gotta untangle my necklace here. Okay, let's see what else was I gonna go over real quick. Thank y'all for letting me vent that. I just sitting here day in and day out listening to the same stuff. It's just like, is anybody else bored? I just, I'll shut up. Okay, Yes, I'm going to share this with y'all. Y'all listen to this story real quick.
I'm so excited to announce that.
Listen to this story. This is here local to me.
I feel like moving forward, our family is going to we're going to be stuck like glue now. We're not going to let each other go.
That was the older sister of a 15-year-old girl from Davidson County who had been missing since March 29th. Tonight she is back home, reunited with her family. Investigators found the teen early this morning, nearly 500 miles away in Bristol, Pennsylvania, with 28-year-old Elijah Kennedy, whose picture you just saw. Davidson County Sheriff Richie Simmons says the teen had been talking to Kennedy and other men in different states on social media.
The sheriff says this positive outcome would not have been possible without the help of lots of people working in different agencies.
Oh, it's nonstop. If you don't see the drooping faces on everybody here, it's 18-hour, 20-hour days. I think everybody got off this morning around 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then back out doing this again. It's very taxing on our whole agency. I wouldn't call it old hat, but it's something that we have a great desire to see a good ending to this, and it's just a lot of hard work by our folks.
Thank goodness there was a good ending. Deputies are looking into Kennedy's background. Right now, he's charged with child abduction and felonious restraint, but more charges are possible. Well, this ordeal has taken a toll also on the victim's family members. They barely slept for 8 days and feared their loved one would never come home.
Caroline Boyer spent some time with the teenager's older sister, who spent day and night searching for her sibling. Katie Alluro Trail got to hug her sister tight a few hours ago. It was an emotional moment. The family wants to thank everyone in the Thomasville community who has supported them. Tonight, the focus is on moving forward.
I know we're going to try a lot with different, maybe family therapy and things like that to come to a conclusion on what might be, the problem, and, just with love, and to make sure she knows that her family is here for her 100%. So just to remind her of all of that.
This is the second young girl Davidson County deputies have found in less than a month after men they met on chat apps abducted them. The first was back on March 1st. Deputies say Jorge Camacho met a 13-year-old Dallas girl at her home and drove her to Davidson County, where deputies say he kept her locked in this shed on Linwood Southmont Road in Lexington. FBI agents are frustrated these types of cases keep popping up, and so is Sheriff Richie Simmons. He's asking county commissioners for money to create a team solely focused on cyber crimes.
So that was local. 2 different cases of teenagers being picked up and brought back here. Your baby daughter is here. Well, I'm glad. Good for you. I made a ham. It's probably almost done. Some mac and cheese. I made Destiny listen to the article about her when she went missing and then found. Told her she was one of the lucky ones. Destiny needs to understand. Yeah. These little girls look so mature for their ages. It's the hormones and food, Twitter, all those apps, and just, it's making our girls overdeveloped and cysts on their ovaries, and our boys with half the sperm count they had in the 70s. So that's why we have such effeminate males now. How easy is it to happen? It's scary. It is. So, okay, so then there were some other cases I was going to go over real quick. The Letitia Staunch trial was all this week. The details were pretty raunchy and at some times, but I shared those on my community wall. If you want to go and watch that, just know it's got some sensitive, you know. These are some of the things that I shared on my community wall that was not YouTube drama bullshit. Mystify the Michael Hutchins story. He was the front man for NXS, the 80s, 90s group who unalived himself. That's his documentary. I shared that. It's a free YouTube documentary. I also shared a full episode of from HGTV. It's where you can move to St. Croix. It's an episode of that where they find a home. And then a couple of recipes. One was honey glazed carrots because I know people were going to be cooking carrots for the holiday. And then Harmony Montgomery, they searched a area that a reliable source told them she might be at with no luck. They did not find Harmony Montgomery when they were looking yesterday. They said that they did not. Also, my husband shared, and I shared on my community wall, his footage from our GoPro when we went and visited the gem mine in Spruce Pine, North Carolina. So if you're interested in seeing that, that's also on my community wall. There's also some psycho garb that I like. Why we watch gossip channels, that's on there. If you want to know why you do it, what makes you click. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is returning to the North Wilkesboro Speedway. I know there's some folks here in chat that enjoy that. You saw she's 13. Oh, wow. I thought she was your 21-year-old. I did. She's the same age as my son. Happy resurrection. Daisy Joe, good to see you. I went on her snap. Fortunately for her, she didn't open. We opened a few. I was on fire. I'll remember asking her. My son reports it. He likes to report everything. Her snap is now private. I don't blame you. Yeah. Yeah. I know the Den was interested in racing. So, and then there was a story on Sasquatch, Bigfoot. Look at that. That's one of the. Can you see that? That's a big. That's in North Carolina. I shared that too. And then a 21-year-old YouTuber, Tanner Cook, was shot while filming a prank on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel. What was the other story here from this week? Bigfoot, Tanner. I went and visited Lunchbox Records in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's a well-known venue for music, and they have vinyl records. If you're ever looking for vinyl, let me know. And I went and had lunch with my daughter, Annie. We had some really good Mexican food at Los Margaritas on Independence Boulevard. Plug them big time because they put all the cheese. What else was it I was going to tell you? Cult Mom already did that. I guess that's most everything. consignment store I went to. I shared that. The video is out. The opening statements I shared to the Letitia Staunch case, if you're wanting a summary of what they think she did, go listen to this, and you won't have to listen to the other gory details. This sums it up. I shared that too on my community wall. And there's photos there of me and Mars meeting and having lunch. And just some other interesting things that I thought that I would share with you guys. So, does anybody want to come up and talk? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you don't know my opinion on that case with Letitia Staunch. I really thought, I'm a sucker. I really thought this woman's whacked out because of what she did. I thought this woman has lost her cookies. Look at her dilated eyeballs. And then I heard her talk. And Mars, I heard her saying, I want immunity. I want immunity. She wasn't out of her mind. No, she wasn't. She sure was worried about immunity. No, she knew what she was doing. All over a candle spilling and getting on the carpet. What in the hell? That's what we have devalued human life to. Candle wax. I think I'm gonna go put some flowers on my daughter's grave. It's up on Pilot Mountain where she's buried. So it's about a 30-minute drive from us. And her grave overlooks Pilot Mountain. And when I was a teenager, my oldest sister tried to unalive herself and she jumped off that same mountain. So it's a lot. When I go visit her, it's a lot. And I gotta, get my nerve up. And when you go visit her, that she's not coming back with you. So the whole, it's a lot. Yes, they watched her, didn't they? They watched her. She disliked and tortured that poor child. Yeah. Yeah, I don't, yeah. Have y'all seen any of the Cal City trial too? I just can't believe that these are all parents, y'all. That's Cal City boys. That's the Daybell Vallow case. And then this one with the Staunch. They're all parents. They're not predators. They're the parents. That's the truth. Daisy Joe says, there's no telling what that little fella endured in his short life with that woman. That's the truth. Justice for Gannon. Justice for the California City Boys case with Orrin Olson West, aka Classic and Sincere. Why did he need to change their names? That to me came off as controlling. I want to know what happened. Now, I know what the older sibling said, and Justice Jane, I think that this is what's going to happen in the Wells case. I think the boys are going to talk, just like with the California City boys. I think they're going to talk. When they know that they don't have to worry about ever seeing them again, they're going to talk. Let me see if Sarah wanted to come up. Let me try her again. I think she was wanting to vent. If they haven't already, yeah. You know, I think that they didn't because they were still having to see them during visitation. You know, when I knew coast was clear and I wasn't going to have to go back to my mom, I told. But when I thought I was going to have to go back to my mom, I shut up because she would have retaliated. She would have taken, you know. Do y'all think I should continue the YouTube trashy hotel and vote people out or vote people in? However y'all want to do it. I'll keep doing it if y'all like it, but I'm not going to keep doing it if nobody's going to show up. Stupid. Would anyone like a prayer card for Easter? You did, Daisy? Will you come? It is? Okay, I'll keep doing it then. I still look for Barbies when I'm out. But then it's like, I don't know, or is anybody going to come? You know? I'll keep doing it if you will. Would anybody like a prayer card? Okay, Mars. Okay. Mars, your prayer card is God saved you by his grace when you believed. Ephesians 2:8. Justice, go ahead. Hopefully I will get a notification unless I know a certain time to be here. Okay. I don't want to do it when the barnyard is going, so I'll do it probably either Friday afternoons or Saturday afternoons. I think Friday afternoons are funner because everybody's getting off work and that kind of thing. So I'll probably do it on Friday afternoons at 4. Daisy Joe, of course, I hope to be able to slow down this week. Working, have one more bill to pay. I understand that. Oh, okay, good. Thank you. He sure did. Prayers that I find a good job with benefits. Thank you. Absolutely. Would you like me to pull you a prayer card? The trial is on Friday. So I shouldn't do it on Fridays. Okay, then I can do it on. You like Saturdays, Justice Jane? Yeah, I don't want to do it when there's a trial. I'll be watching it. You're right. Or I could do it late Friday night, but then there's karaoke. I could do it Saturday nights. Watching, yes, me too. See, I'll be watching trials too. So Saturday night is fine with me too. We can do it Saturday night, like 4. Hey, yes, Easter. Good to see you. Anybody want a prayer card? We usually go to or I listen over at what is her name? Is it Dazed? I think her name is Dazed. The doctor appointment tomorrow is cutting into my trial watch, and I hear ya. Okay, we'll do it Saturdays. Saturdays at 4, you think, Justice Jane? There is an Easter party at my place this evening. All right, definitely. What time, the den? There's Sarah. Hey, let me throw you a link. I went ahead and vented about how I felt about it, so you can. It's your turn. You can come up and because you actually gave money, so I know how you must feel. You must feel really pissed. At 5. Okay, we'll be there. Or be square. That works. Yeah, Saturdays at 4. We'll do the hotel. All right, so Saturdays at 4. You can come up. We're still talking about it. I dropped you a link there, Sarah. I subbed and turned. All right. Okay. Yeah, so that's, let's see, 5 o'clock Pacific time is what time Eastern time? You're 3 hours or 4 hours? You can always use prayer. All right, I'll pull you a prayer card. Okay, Penny Positive. Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. That's a good one. 8 Eastern. Okay, great. Hey, Mermaid. Happy Easter, ladies. It's such a beautiful day today. Hope everyone made great memories. Absolutely. I'm here with you guys. Because my kids are grown except my teen, and he is doing his own thing. I'm not cool enough to be with my teen. Now, I also have Tara if you want Tara. Somewhere behind me, I think. Where are my tarot cards? Yeah, they're behind me. I can read a tarot card too. I just thought prayer cards would be more appropriate for Easter. You want a tarot card? Okay.
Hi, me. I'm just paying for a coffee.
There's
I need this coffee so bad.
Okay.
I got up really early today.
These two ladies, they're tarot.
Ooh, I gotta make sure my phone's plugged in. I'm in my car, so don't mind me.
I'm gonna turn
all that. Get my phone together. So earlier, I missed it.
I was venting. I was venting about. Well, I just want to know, like Betty, she said that she had been asking for help way back like a year ago when we were still tigers, way before the split up. And that I want to know, let's go back that far. Could you imagine?
What kind of help? What kind of help was she looking for?
She was asking for money back then. Back when you first, I
Oh.
guess, way before we left Ernie's. Way before the tasing.
Oh yeah. Yes, that's true.
It's true.
Yep.
So that's the
Yeah.
total I want. You know what I mean? Well, I need a bigger desk.
Yeah. I was thinking it because I guess they gave their their totals and everything, or their side and what they all gathered up. So, and it made me think I can help but wonder if everyone puts together, is that possible? The old loser people, I wonder what that would be.
She even bought
And I meant to
her
say hi to
outfit
all
for
you old
work.
everything.
She
Yeah,
bought her,
$50. I
and she
remember
did,
that.
and they said she didn't go to one. She didn't even go to one. Okay, Penny.
Yeah, it was for an old review. He didn't get the job, I think. Allegedly.
I got my allegedly up there. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's see.
Put my comments on. So I meant to say hi to everybody too when you were all typing, but I was just getting in my car. I'm running so late, and I just realized I have no gas. I need 1435. I have no gas, and my tire's flat. Damn it! I'm going across the street to the.
Okay, Penny, your card is the Lovers.
Are you doing cards? Oh, hey, Kelly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Let's see. Penny wanted one, and the Den wanted one. The Lovers. So let me read you.
So late.
But I knew that you had donated money to her.
Yes. Ooh, I almost witnessed a car accident. Sorry. Yes, and I do remember a time I wanted to bring this up sometime, and maybe I don't know if D-Boss would be open to it, but there was a panel that we had, and I don't remember if it was mine. Oh no, it was on Jimbo's where we were all kind of. I guess they were trying to warn her in a way, I guess, and say their side of what things that happened, and it sounded like she was a little bit receptive, and
right.
And at that time that she came on panel, I was like, well, I don't really want to be mean and say anything, and I was like, well, I guess I kind of did this and that. And I remember D-Boss saying, well, why didn't you tell me before? And I said, well, I didn't want to hurt her feelings, because even then I still didn't want to, you know what I mean? I felt kind of weird about saying stuff like that, but it seemed like everybody had similar stories, I guess,
A lot.
So it still was
a lot.
But it was kind of
okay, let me read this real quick for Penny. The Lovers. The Lovers card represents romance, opposites attracting, the duality and balance of carnality, physicality, and fire versus spirituality, emotions, and water. The pair emphasize the importance of communication and herald an important crossroads. In the upright position, it's love, harmony, trust, a leap of faith. Hey, Lips. Okay, and then the Den wanted, that was for Penny. Okay. And then the Den wanted one. The Moon is for the Den. And she's going to have a moonlight show. Yeah, she's having a party tonight. The Moon. That's the wrong one. I wish I could remember these. The Moon is the subconscious and all its illusions, potential pitfalls, and the possibility of self-deception. Shape-shifting like animals, trickery, melancholy, anguish, illusion, and insecurity. The Den. That was yours. I also have prayer cards if you want a prayer card, anybody. If you're not into the tarot, I've got.
Oh, I thought that was the prayer card. See how much I know.
I'm letting them choose which one they want.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead now. I'm done doing that.
I don't know where to. I'm so mad I missed your conversation. You know, I could have been listening while I was getting ready. See, I'm supposed to be, going to a dinner, I guess you could say, and I had to get fancy, and I don't do fancy, so it took
do
me.
you need to go?
No, I'm gonna be driving. I'll talk to y'all while I'm driving. I just had to
Okay.
get some. I literally am serious about the gas. It wasn't a joke. I'm in the
Oh.
park. I'm gonna pump it in a minute. So when you're reading, I'll pump the gas in a minute. I'm just having a sip of coffee, listening, hanging out. I really wish.
Yeah.
I knew you were on earlier, though.
Yeah, I was just kind of venting the whole, why are we watching this trailer park crap when we've got other channels doing real shows? I mean,
maybe she'll be on since she was on her way to work yesterday. Oh wait, I think she's on actually.
Okay, Mars.
Yeah.
Yours is 8 of Wands, and I was told wands are good. 8 of Wands. Look, he's coming in fast.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. 8 of Wands, real quick. I miss being able to see. I have to wear bifocals to read anymore. I hate it. Okay, 8 of Wands represents quick, decisive actions, speed, momentum, travel, excitement, and results. The rainbow crow flies quickly to deliver warmth to the cold earth below. It represents sacrifice and swift journey.
Was that for Mars or Lips?
That's for Mars.
Okay.
You're welcome, Penny. She said, draw me whatever you want, Gypsy. Okay.
What are you drawn to, Gypsy? What are you feeling?
Well, for her, Tara.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she likes black.
I would have picked that too.
Okay. Okay. 7 of Wands. I know this was a good one. This was a good one. Means strength. 7 of Wands represents an indomitable force against all odds. John Henry stands up for what he believes in and is willing to fight to the bitter end. His courage and resolve is an inspiration even to those who disagree with him. Endurance, attack fighting for beliefs, perseverance, a mounting defense.
Very interesting.
She says, "Oh, these kids on the ball this weekend. Someone's vacuuming again." Okay. Yeah, tell us what it means, the den. Ooh, what does it mean? Yes, Mars, you are making an ultimate sacrifice, that's for sure. You're welcome, the den. Yeah, chaotic. You're a force to be reckoned with.
It said something about mounting.
Are you one of the ones that she would call behind the scenes?
Yes, that did happen to me. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so, like, Ernie was like adding it up one day, and he was like, "You remember that I sent you yesterday?" And it was D-Boss saying that at one point she had gotten almost 1,500, and then turned around and asked for another 1,500. And she said, "You can't do that. You cannot go live and ask for more money after you just got that."
A couple
and
big Yeah.
Yeah, she was like trying to teach her decorum. Proper decorum, you know?
Yeah. And I think there was a chunk a long time ago that one day maybe Leslie and Jody, I think, helped her. And it was a big chunk of money. And it was a little more than the totals. It totaled more than she needed. And she did say that she asked, this is just her alleged. I'm not like saying what's a fact if anyone's listening or comes back and listens. So, don't shoot the messenger. She did say that she told Jody she got more than enough and would she like a refund of the extra back. And Jody said she could keep it for, if I remember correctly, a birthday present. And she bought herself an makeup airbrush system with the extra. This is
Mm.
before she got evicted or,
Mm.
had to leave. Because I remember thinking, if you have the extra money and you need money all the time, it might not have been the best choice, I guess you could say.
Well, from what you know and what we've seen and our experience and what we've done in our past, I heard Nicolina say something about gambling, and my mom was like, I remember her saying that she was a card dealer at
I never thought that.
an Indian casino. I
Yeah.
asked her all about it. I asked
I
her
don't
all about it
that.
because I was like, my mind goes to Vegas and the order a whore and a pizza. And she was like, no, and she was like, no, I wasn't at one of those. I was at an Indian reservation. And then my mom went to Cherokee because I live near Cherokee. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh, okay. I was like, I bet that was a lot of fun. So if
Yeah.
you're exposed to gambling like that, I would think that you wouldn't be a gambler. But I
Yeah.
guess they like alcohol. You become an alcoholic if you're around alcohol. So I guess it's the same thing with gambling.
Maybe
I'm asking. I don't know anything about it.
I didn't know about the gambling or anything, but I guess some of the, other friends or previous friends now just brought out some receipts from Facebook where, she was talking about getting her points from some kind of gambling. It sounded like an app, and she was complaining to customer service. It was years ago, so I don't
Oh,
know.
you're kidding me.
No, it's
I
on.
know people that do that. They gamble on their phone.
Yeah, that's what it was. Oh, sorry about the gas pump.
Oh,
But she,
wow.
yeah, it was something with those coins or something. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry about the beeping.
You're fine. You're fine. I don't even barely hear it.
Trying to get gas, and it's making me think. It's on Traders. She posted some receipts that I think it was Gypsalina is her name, the one that has a similar name to you. They found some stuff on Facebook, and I swear it was like either 2010 or 2012, maybe even.
And it was gambling?
Yep. Yeah, the points and the coins. Yep. I know somebody who does that too, and she just spends her money on Google. A friend of mine.
Well, then she needs an intervention.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. If that's something that's been occurring.
I can't
No
believe so. All
idea
that money's been going to gambling.
if that's what's going on. That is a potential. That could be what's potentially going on. I mean, when you have a lot of people, in one house and nobody has any money, it's like 13 people or whatever it was. I don't know, and they didn't have to pay rent, so.
I was just watching the latest episode of Love After Lockup, and one of the men that got out of prison has a gambling problem, and they just had a baby. And it's like the more stress they have in their life, the more he goes and gambles.
Mm-hmm.
Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Like he started off having rent money, and by the time he like stopped over at Big Dave's beer and sweepstakes, and he blew every bit of it. It's like, why did you do that? You had rent.
I can't understand it. It gives me a heart attack. There's, a little
It's
store
got
next
to
to my
be.
house, a few houses down. I watched somebody buy a whole book of scratch tickets. I didn't even know you could do that. They had to go to the back and get the ones in the plastic, and they bought the whole stack. And I said, to the guy at the cashier, how much did that cost? I was like, that guy was giving me a heart attack. I could buy so much food with that. And he said $1,000.
I
And I said,
know.
holy crap. And he said, that's his third one this
$1,000
week.
in scratch offs.
His third one. He said it was his third one this week. Back. $3,000. Boom. Imagine that.
Wow.
Buy so much
Every
of that.
time I went to Vegas, our bosses gave us money to gamble with, and I paid a car payment because I'm a geek.
That's what I was wanting.
I didn't gamble. I don't gamble. I don't get it.
Well, I like,
you know.
I do slot machines, but I used to go once a year, a planned trip that that was prepared for and saved, and it was like we'd either bring 200 to 250, something like that, and that was it. Once it's gone, it's gone. And I would just try to drag it out on slot machines, and then when I'd win a little more, you go to another one, get up a little bit, and then I'd always cash out when I was above. I'd earn 800 or whatever, and I'm like, I'm not wasting this. They're just gonna take it back.
I know. I'm too much of a cheapskate.
Getting cash. Thank you.
I mean, gambling to me is putting my 50 cents in a Pepsi machine and hoping I get a can out.
Yeah. Not for everyone, but I do. I did like it when I tried it. I just haven't been in many years.
Hey, Stacy, good to see you.
Lose all your rent money and everything, or mortgage? Hell no.
Yeah, I can't do it. I just can't. Money is just too hard to come by.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-husband, I shared he was on the news last night. He's opened another cigar lounge. And even if I had his money, which we did at one time when we were married, I wouldn't gamble. I was still a cheapskate. He would say, "Why do you still shop at Sears?" And I was like, "Because they've got a maternity ward or I can get clothes." And he was like, "Please go to South Park Mall and go shopping there." And I was like, "I don't want to."
I think part of instilled in you when you're younger, like being thrifty and everything. I really enjoy thrift shops. I won't even pay some prices in thrift shops if it's too high. I'm like, damn, this is a thrift shop. I could buy this new for $10 if I wanted to go to Walmart.
Right, that's Magnum. He's like, I'll give you 10. He's always haggling. I don't know. He wasn't born wealthy either, so I don't know why he's so comfortable doing it. My ex, but he would always say, we'll make more. We'll make more. It's just money. We'll make more. And I thought,
yeah, but being thrifty, you need to being rich. If you're on the path to getting rich, you keep being thrifty and you'll get even richer. A lot of rich people are pinch pennies, at least that I know of around here, and that's how they are. Being smart.
He would get so mad at me though when I was like, as bad as I am. Would you stop? I was like, well, I can't just blow it like that,
Did you grow up with not much either?
Yeah.
That's probably why. That's similar to me, and I don't want to fork out the money for new stuff either. For my kids, I will, but I'm thrifty, and that's just how I.
My siblings grew up, well-to-do because they grew up with my dad. I'm the baby, so he took off when I was born, so I'm the one who grew up poor. I got everybody's hand-me-downs, but I was happy with them because they were my siblings. I mean, I wanted them, I wanted to be just like them. So I didn't think of it as boo-hoo, I'm not getting anything new. I saw it as, oh boy, I get to fit in his clothes now, It's all perception. He promised it was mine. I went to bed. He gambled it away. I was mad and said that was food for my kids. They don't care. They don't. Those particular pieces of shit don't care. I think that is all about adrenaline rush. And when you're addicted to adrenaline rushes, you're usually an adult with ADHD. That's my opinion. Well, and if you could get, yeah, And do you like thrive on adrenaline rushes? There's
Well,
actually
like I was saying,
a
I was having
study
this
about
conversation.
it.
It's funny you said that because I was talking to my husband about it. Like he found, I guess it's legal in our state now. There's apps, gambling apps, and people are going. Like he was saying, how he thinks a lot of people are going to get hooked on it and be broke because you can put bets on every little game and everything. They give you free money to start. And I said, oh, I probably won't start that app. That's just too easy. But I said, closest thing I have to that is I go to the beach and I'm out walking and I don't stop because I'm like, what if I find this? What if I find that? I said, that's probably like saying, yeah, this is a lot healthier and free, you know.
Yeah.
But I do know what you mean. I get excited about what it could be and all that, But it's nature, so fuck it, right? Excuse my language. I forgot. Mine's
What I've read about it is like they thrive off drama because I have it too, but I'm on medication, and the drama, it like jolts their brain into awake mode, and because you're
Yep.
always in this dragging mode, it wakes your brain, so you get addicted to drama.
Yeah, I think a lot of people here get addicted to the toxicity. I've said that before. Yeah, observation
Because
I
it
made.
keeps you on the edge.
Yep. Don't know what's gonna. It's almost like I don't want to say this term. It's like a movie. The movie that I don't want to friggin' be in.
Thank you for coming, Mars. I understand. Get you some rest. I hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better too. Can't read it completely, but because I'm driving, but.
She said that her leg is hurting bad. I'm going to lay down. Great live, hun, and thank you. I'll message you tonight.
Maybe a heating pad might help. I can't live without mine.
No, she has like her whole leg's been eaten off. She
Oh.
showed it to me Monday. It's almost like um it's almost like gangrene.
Oh God.
Yeah, so she's seeing a specialist here where I live.
Is it like you need wound care and stuff?
She's had it in a boot and all to try to get it to grow back, but she can't stand the pain in the boot. So they're looking for alternatives.
Oh, so the heat's probably not a good idea then, potentially. Wow. Hope you could find something. Maybe raising it. I don't know. They probably might have gave her some ideas. Raising it up when you lay down, maybe.
Mermaid says, I am in West Virginia. I walk so many beaches. I have buckets of seashells and beach glass.
That's me.
Gifts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah. And
I
gifts
found my
from the
twin.
sea. That's awesome, Mermaid.
I go for hours. I can't stop because I don't know what sea glass I'm gonna find. I don't know what rock. You know what I mean? Because I make things out of it. I drill the rocks, the shells, the sea glass, and all of it. And I just can't stop. I can't. I found a twin on here. Mermaid. I should have known. I love mermaids too.
We're going to Daisy. Yes, I live on the beach. Or she lives for the beach. She lives for the beach. I'm sorry. We're going to visit my dad, and he lives in Ocala near Daytona Beach. So I hope to get to see some fans, subs.
I got some family there. They do some of the stands like what do you call it, kettle corn and stuff like that. Kind of like fairish type stuff. But they live there half the year when it's warmer. The warmer months. They're living the dream because they're retired. And then they go to upstate New York. They go back and forth. But I haven't visited there yet. I kind of want to go there.
Lip says I was on the beach yesterday and found a great Pedosky stone and some sea glass.
Oh, Lips, I live for those. Petoskey stone, they're called. Is that what she means? I can't read it because I'm driving, but I heard what you were saying. They're only found in Michigan, only one place on the earth, and as far as I know, Lake Michigan area. And they look like a fossilized type of coral. They're beautiful, and I do work with those and set them in silver and stuff. I just haven't been doing it, but I've done wrapping and silversmithing, and I love Petoskey stones. Pay you if you have a good collection. I could polish them up.
I'm with you. Oh, sorry, Mermaid didn't say West Virginia. She said with you. She used an abbreviation that I thought was West Virginia. She said no,
Yes,
not
look,
West
it's
Virginia. Make that
take
correction.
it.
That's what I do when the boys play.
I want to see a picture of
That's
it.
awesome.
I'd love to see a picture sometime of your buckets and all that. Oh yeah, you do the rock stuff too, like me. Forgot about that.
You'll have to post that sometime, Lips. We'd love to
Yeah,
see that.
video. I actually got a huge when it was storming, when we just had those storms and the tornadoes and stuff. I went to the beach when it was really rough to collect. I actually did a I FaceTimed Chaotic to show her some of my weird finds, because I'm going to be sending her some stuff I found. But it's a good time to go out after storms or during them. I've got a bunch of stuff drying out in the sun right now.
She said, I have so much beach glass from Lake Erie.
I've never seen the kind on the lake, just the ocean. And I've got a few 100 pounds, I would say. And I spent 6 weeks once organizing it, where I had a surgery and couldn't move. Well, I wasn't supposed to. I did pretty good till the end, but I actually sorted it all out in little bins, like those shoebox bins. I'll show a picture sometime if anyone wants to see it, but I didn't know. I know Donna asked me to post some of my beach finds, but it might be interesting to some people to see the buckets all sorted and everything. And I have UV glass, which you shine a black light on it and it glows. The Vaseline glass.
Mermaid says, what beaches do you go to, Sarah?
Well, if you think of Boston in the North Coast, I'm up around that way. But I'm on the ocean. And I've been here forever, and I don't plan on leaving unless I'm on another coast similar. I'm a little east of Boston, but on the ocean.
What are y'all having to eat today?
I am driving to a taco buffet.
Ooh. We had some good, we had street tacos the other day. Oh my God, they were so good.
Everybody talks about those. I haven't tried that yet.
I hadn't either. And, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but they were really, really good. You'll have to try it.
Oh, maybe we can trade, me and Lips. Petoskey for sea glass.
So you don't cook a big Easter meal?
Well, I started a tradition many, many years ago. Like a lot of the guys in the family like tacos, so I got like the triple crock pot and all that, and I started doing this. One year I just said, let's make a taco buffet, and they're all like, yeah, all the men, and they were all hyped for it because it's not traditional, the ham and the turkey or anything. I'm like, why does it have to be a ham or a turkey? And they're like, this is the best idea ever. And then so it's been that way ever since, and I've done it every year. But now my brother-in-law's doing it. This year they said, they just got their new house this year, so they just probably want to do it. They have a lot of room anyways. So that's where I'm driving.
Well, did you want to vent before you got to go?
Is there anyone else that wants to too?
I did for about an hour.
Man, I want to go back.
You want me to bring Lips up or somebody?
Yeah.
Who else? Okay.
Who else has
okay.
it? We can all. That'll get it going.
See, I feel like you two were used the most in the beginning.
Well,
and then she talked crap. She was so mean to y'all.
I tried to stay out of it, but then you guys were all telling me stuff like, and I was gonna have a thing on my channel about this that just haven't been going live ever since crap started happening, And I'm glad you brought it up because I wanted to the other day, and it's all about time. I need to block a time where I'm, uninterrupted or nothing's going on. That's why.
There's only 9 people in here. Nobody watches me, so I figured it'd be safe. Nobody really attacks us when we vent here. You know what I mean?
It's a holiday too, so a lot of people could be at dinners and stuff. Where was I going with this? Oh, I would get messages from people in our groups and stuff, and they'd be like, Sarah, she's calling you over there, calling you up on the panel. I'm like, what? What did I do? You know what I mean? I try, and I'd be staying out of it. I never gave any texts away or anything like that. I promised I wouldn't. I held to that to this day too. When people say don't, send this, I won't do it. even after everything that's happened. And then I heard, Sarah, she's calling you a chick. And I'm like, different days, come over to the panel. I'm like, what the hell? And then I guess.
Like when she was using StreamYard and stuff.
Oh,
and
right.
She would blame anything that went wrong on, it must have been Lips. It must have been Lips. And, and then just how she turned on y'all so bad, and y'all were the two that helped her the most in the beginning.
Yeah, and I remember that she was saying that Lips hacked it or something. I forgot about that. And somebody else put that to rest. I think it was Rap. He said you can't do certain things as an admin, or when you're sharing, you can only, there's one part you can see, but not everything, because you have to log in, so I'm not really sure about it because I haven't shared it with anyone, and I don't even know it that well enough, the StreamYard, to say that's true or not true. Only what I've heard.
He really did try to warn people too.
Yeah, but and then one day, somebody over there, I don't know which of the people, if they just assumed it because I make things, told her, I guess, that I made her the stickers and the Liberators, the one that have her head and stuff like that, and that started a lot of trouble. I didn't make them. The ones with like her head.
She thinks you did that? You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, but it was all on rumor. Like somebody there, one of her followers at the time, I think subs told her that. And I don't know if they just assumed it or if they did it on purpose to start a fight. And I remember when everything was going on, I looked in her, somebody sent me a screenshot and it said, Sarah, when she was making that hit list, one of her, people said Sarah needs to pay for her, I don't know, something. I'm like, what the hell did I do? And then when it came out, when I finally talked to her, she said, well, I was told you made the stickers and the Liberators. My Liberator was proud of them. She even said it I was like, she said it on her panel. You can go listen. I mean, I might know how to make things, physical things, but I'm not really great on the computer. I don't know how to make those stickers, or I don't have a membership, so I wouldn't even have experience with it, I definitely didn't make them. All you have to do is ask. Nobody asked if I made them.
I think she was real shocked that they got their gut full.
I think it was almost like a show off thing, like come to my panel, chicken, like show off, because I'm not gonna go over just to get attacked. That's dumb. Everybody comes up and yells at you. Genuinely, you want to ask me a question, you got my number. Call me, ask me. All you gotta do is ask if I made the damn stickers. I didn't make shit. Anyways, then I get all that attacking stuff and everyone talking crap. My kid's in it. There's a huge video. Like, what the hell? That is so abnormal. I did nothing to deserve any of that.
No,
I can be nice. I don't even talk about them. Anyone over there, I could be in a chat with them and get along with them. I can get along with anyone that can get along with me. You know what I mean? I might hang out with everybody and think certain things, but I keep a lot to myself because I don't need to say things on the internet unless I want to. You know what I mean? And I really keep a lot.
Well, my thing was she knew how to message you for money. Then she could message you to ask you, did you do, I mean, just ask.
Yeah. Yep. And then we did have a couple what do you call it, like a StreamYard afterwards, and kind of talk some things out. And that's when she told me all that, that I did that. And I'm like, so I get all that for thinking I make stickers? That was okay to have, I guess, because I was like, what, asking why are you having people after you? Why are these people saying? I don't even talk about them. Like, it didn't make sense why people are doing all these negative chats about me and everything, and all the stuff that occurred, and talking crap about my everything, my kid and everything. That was like pretty messed up, since, like I said, I don't think I deserve that. I'm not somebody in chat going, oh, so and so is a biatch or whatever. You just don't see it because I don't do it.
Right.
Only one person I do it to, and that's because they lied and started trouble, and everyone believes it. And that would be Ernie, and he deserves it because he's got his people, saying things that I didn't do about like merchandise and stuff, and it never happened. But they believe it and hold it to his word because they trust him, and that's what makes me upset, because they just instantly believe it because they trust him so much, and that's what bothers me. That somebody would just, and they trust him so much to believe his words, the gospel, but some people do not tell the truth, and everyone should consider that, or at least listen to the other person before you decide. And I think I have a fair perception of things that people shouldn't discredit, because I've been in both sides completely 100%. I was 100% for Ernie. I had at one point feelings. I felt protective of him, kind of like almost like a brotherly kind of way, I guess you
No,
could
we
say.
did too. Me
I
and my
really did.
husband did too.
I did, and then I come over, and that all ends, and then I listen to other people on, I guess, I don't want to use the term other side or whatever. So I think when people have some people have only stayed in their one lane and haven't experienced both. I've experienced both. I weighed and balanced it, and then made my determination of what I think's the truth. I think people that have got a little bit of both should have more credit to what they're talking about. I think anyway. Many of us.
Wow, Mermaid, that's crap. I've never heard of Natasha Cooper. I'll have to look into that.
Wait a minute, I know that name. Panhellent, there's another guy. That's a troll, unless the troll's using her name. That's a troll that comes in here. There's a troll that comes all around with that name, and I don't know if it's if they're mocking her or if it's her. Does she do troll? Does she have a troll?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, that's way worse than anything we've seen.
I can't believe what people pay for on here.
Who knows who that is, because the person has a couple different names. They have a bunch of different names, and it's the same person.
If I was paying for HBO and all they had to offer me was her channel and a black box to listen to all day long, I would call my internet provider and cancel my HBO. I don't get it, and how people have all these side conversations about it, and show after show after show after show after the show after the same thing. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I feel like we've been dummied down. If this is what they're calling content, it's an insult. It really is. But such is life. You used to watch who? Natasha Cooper? I've never heard of her.
I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing just as good as I am right now tonight.
Hello. I think I fixed it. Oh, I fixed it. I'm back.
I've never seen anything like it. I just
Sorry
find
about
it
that.
fascinating. She fights with everyone too. Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, there was, and Sarah's heard me say this before. There was a time when I watched Jerry Springer, but I was in my 20s, people. And I don't know how old you are, Sarah, or how old the majority of these viewers are, but I can't help but feel like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yes. Yes.
That
I'm
there's got to
44. All right.
got to be something more titillizing on to watch than that,
Yeah, some of it's just not normal behavior, I think, sometimes, Well, a lot of it.
It's total dysfunction.
Yeah.
And getting her daughter involved.
Are we
That's
all?
called triangulating,
Oh
where a
yeah.
narcissist has to bring someone else into an argument in order for them to feel like they have more weight in their argument.
Yes, and I do remember the argument of don't bring my kid into it if you don't want yours. But nobody brought her into it, though she jumped into it and started arguing with other people. So she put herself
Right.
into it. If you're gonna join in on the arguing, now you've brought yourself into it. You know what I mean? Whether mom encouraged it or she did, she's grown. Either way, she put herself in it, is what I think. By arguing and calling people names and the N word and stuff like that, if that's what you
I
mean.
couldn't believe that.
Yeah. So
Hold
it's
on
a
one
little
second.
different.
I'm gonna go get a drink. Okay, will you talk for a minute?
Well, sure. And then I
Okay.
gotta try to enter my GPS. I pulled over at a gas
I just
station.
gotta grab a drink. I don't know where Ken is.
Stedman. I still gotta send him a folder of stuff. I've been trying to put together pictures for to make an intro. Keep forgetting. So I'm just chilling here with my dog. I just gave him a bath. He's pretty pissed at me. He's all fluffy. I had to give him a Thanksgiving. I almost said, oh my goodness, Easter bath. My dog is poofy. Belle. Profession. I can't believe 20 grand. That's complete.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, I think it's like opportunity, you know, seeing other people do it, and then they're like, oh, it gives
Yeah, the bell.
it kind of
I
plants
think he's
the seed.
asleep.
When people see another show making money, I think it kind of plants the seed to them. Oh, I could do that too. That's a way to make money. Anyway, it's like a survival for some. The scam in life, the lifestyle.
I wanted to ask you something. I hope you feel comfortable answering it.
It's all good.
Um, Audrey has said what she's heard in the background.
Hmm.
Did you ever hear them fight like domestically?
Oh, actually, no, I didn't.
No.
Heard her say that, but she had a lot more experience and knew her longer and talked on the phone more.
Okay.
So I heard other things, but not him. It was probably when he was at work, like in the daytime or something.
You
I mean,
heard other things like what?
like loudness and other people having issues. The house was large. Different issues that came up.
So a lot of drama.
Loud. Yeah, I think it was. I think she's just used to a loud house, and that can manifest into being loud to be heard when you have a lot of people. When you live with a lot of people. Oh, what just happened? What in the hell?
What in the hell?
Something just happened to me. Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't know if you heard me or not. Crap. Where was I? Something.
That's
Something came across.
Rap's favorite words. What the hell?
What in the hell?
I'm getting hungry. I gotta make potato salad still. I waited too late. Professional scammers. Sorry. I think she got knocked off. Yeah, so Oh, I was going to show y'all some stuff I found when we've been out and about. I've got like a whole cooking set for the crack house. And where is it? Somebody's been here. I think my cat's knocked all this over. I've got. Y'all got to tell Southern Girl this, okay? I've got. Y'all check this out. Check this out, Sarah. I'll drop another link for you. Wait till you see this. You'll laugh. You ready? You ready? Okay, here's the barn or the shed that they said he was staying in. And look, there he is. There's Ernie. Ernie in the shed. Ernie's in the shed. And he's got a bionic body. Yep. So Ernie's in the shed, y'all. Oh, man. And True Gypsy, why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you so obsessed with me? Did you like Ernie and the shed?
Yeah.
Southern Girl, you know, they were saying he was staying in her shed. You're all broke up. Oh, and I found a
man,
cow.
I have a feeling for this road. I think it's gonna be choppy now.
I found a cow too.
What's that?
I found a cow too. I got Ernie in the shed and a cow. Do you want me to drop you down so you can concentrate on driving?
I have like 10 minutes of a drive, 13 minutes. I'm just listening. I mean, I was just worried about losing service if it was in and out, but if it's up, did I lose you again?
Did you like that mermaid? Yeah, I've even got like this, we found a tree house too. So I've got Ernie in the shed. I've got hoes and bitches in the trap house. And I got a whole cook set to make the crack. I got a crack hoe. Got the llama from the den. And I got that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. But I got a tree house. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. That's okay. Okay. Did you see that? Yeah, so I got some more stuff we can play with. Yeah. So what else was I gonna go over? You know, when I shut down, I'm gonna go, why didn't I remember that? I showed y'all the rocks. Did I show you the rocks that I picked? I like this one. and I bought it. But yeah, I like this, the geodes, when they're in the rough. I love that. That's my favorite. And it's like one of the places he took me to first when we first met was Jackson's amethyst mine in Georgia. And that's why I like these. So when I'm tarot reading, I like to play with my rocks for the energy. Yeah, so all right, so I guess if anybody else wants to come up and vent or just chat, I guess it's a holiday. I wanted to ask you something, Sarah. If I sent you a rock, how much would you charge me to put it into a setting? What'd she say? You are a lot of fun, two gals. I wish we lived close. I'd love to be friends. We like to. I know. Same here. I'm in North Kakalaki, but I travel a lot. We could always go up north. I'm planning on going to Virginia, and I might go as far as DC. Is DC near you gals? My husband's never been, and I'd like to take him on the tour du jour there. We usually walk from like, yeah, that ain't happening. That was back when I was young. I'm not even going to mention it. We used to do a lot of walking. Yeah. I have a huge auction tonight. It's the first thing I do is flip stuff. I hear you. I love to do that. Yeah. Thrill of the deal. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Yeah, I like to do that too. My husband and I, we've always been in sales, so we've always liked to get stuff and flip it, fix stuff and flip it. Sometimes you don't even have to fix it up. You just know that it's worth more than you're buying it for, right? Yeah, so we enjoy that too. I have another channel, Carolina Pickers, and I'm starting to post stuff from when we curb pick, because this is the heart of the season. And so I'll be posting that to my Carolina Pickers channel. And I'm probably going to start adding my my gem mine stuff to that channel too. And keep this one true crime drama. And whatever else keeps us out of trouble. Right. All right, well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and head out. And y'all have a happy Easter. And I wish you all a good evening. And I hope to catch you back tomorrow on these YouTube streets. Thank you for coming. I appreciate your support.
Life is harder than I like to think, but it's easy when you're by my side. No point in calling, you'll just have to see the fundamentals of our life tonight. Cause I've been looking at a photograph of you, and I've been thinking about all the ways you move. This isolation got me feeling like I'm moving my love. Yeah, when I wake up, I feel empty, not beside you. My whole life been searching just to find you. This quality, it hasn't got the right to keep us apart.
Tucker takes a snap. Ball pitched out to number 28. Monty Tucker on the outside.
Go, Monty, go, 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 go!
He's got green grass in front of him. He's at the 5. Touchdown!
Woo!